myself. Oh, the irony. Hey guys, I'm Andrea. I'm one part of the YouTube channel AHA or AHA, along with Hayley, and I thought I would just share a couple things about myself because obviously this is our first YouTube channel, like big deal kind of. Here are just a couple things about me that I think are a little interesting. I'm the oldest of 5 girls. There are no boys in our family, which I know it's hard to believe, but it is true. I'm also a graphic design major. I do logos, I do brochures, I do designs for posters, just about anything that has to do with design on the computer. I was also going to minor in music, but that kind of fell through. I'm currently going to college in Missouri. I live in Iowa. I'm just a Midwest average girl. Nothing really exciting. I come from a small town. Just your average girl, you know? I love reading. I love making art. I love making music and listening to music. My favorite food is anything Mexican. Like, how could you go wrong with Mexican, honestly? And I don't really have a favorite color. I love traveling. I'm more outgoing. I'm very loud at times around the right people. But yeah, those are just some things about me. And throughout the time on YouTube, I'm sure you'll get to know me a little bit better. But yeah, welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm super excited. I can't wait to see what the future holds. Maybe something will come of it, maybe not, and that's okay. But I'm glad you guys are along for the ride, and I'm excited to get to know you guys. Yeah.
Gotta get situated. I don't want to show the desk behind me. Okay, cool. So, hi guys, I'm Hayley. I am one part of the YouTube channel AHA alongside Andrea, and I'll just be introducing myself a little bit right now. Interesting facts about me. I have curly hair, if you can't tell. I mean, yeah, you can kind of see it, but oftentimes you'll see it in a bun like this because it's just too hard to manage. And I'm scratching my armpit right now. Anyway, no. Oftentimes you'll find it in a bun like this because it's too hard to handle. I can't wake up early enough to do anything with it. All it takes is getting it wet, but it's still too much work. It's still getting up 10 minutes earlier and I can't do it. Anyway, I'm obsessed with stuffed animals and pickles. I have a whole bunch of stuffed animals and I could eat pickles all day long. I don't know how many jars I've eaten in the past month. Hobbies of mine, I like reading, I love listening to music, and I make art. When you first try to talk to me in person, I could come off as cold. I don't talk to people very well. I mean, I'm pretty good at texting people or emailing people. I don't call people. I hate talking on the phone. But yeah, you just have to give me a while to get used to you, and I'll be pretty cool after that. But yeah, that's my social quirkiness. And last of all, my family is the most important part of my life. I love my family dearly. We spend so much time together, and I don't know what I'd do without them. Yeah, so that's my introduction. Let's go on from here.
Make sure to subscribe and don't forget to follow our social medias. If you are from our social media, go ahead and comment down below so we can figure out how much of our audience is from those platforms. Follow us at VTHEE AHA Moment. Both Twitter and Instagram, the handles are the same. And the reason why you need to follow them is because every week after our last video, we're going to be doing a poll on both our Twitter and our Instagram through our stories. And so after the video, we're gonna pull two things out of this jar, two little tabs. So I'll just give a run through real quick. For example, I pulled out prank someone. I can't tell if you can even see that. Prank someone, so that would be a video that we would do, or a how Hayley and I met video. We'll put those two options up on our Twitter and our Instagram. You guys vote, and whatever option has the most votes, we'll do that video for the next week. And I think we decided we would be posting on Monday and Friday. We'll be posting sometime during the week, 2 times. So yeah, so go vote so you can pick what video you want to see. So now I want to get into why we did this YouTube channel. We decided to do this YouTube channel because a while back, it was like a couple months ago, Hayley posted on Facebook. She was like, I'm signing off of all my social media. I just feel really overwhelmed. I don't want the distraction of social media. Something along those lines, I can't remember. So I messaged her. I was like, hey Hayley, just want to check in.
College hasn't exactly been going the way I thought it would. It's been hard for me. I came to college with the dream of going into medical school to be a doctor. I've always wanted to be a doctor. Ever since I was little, my dad has been on disability for as long as he could remember, and that's just kind of driven me to go into it. And I just find it interesting, and it's really hard. College is hard. You gotta work a lot harder than I have been. So I recently have been rethinking my future dreams of becoming a doctor, because I mean, it's a huge commitment, a lot of time commitment. You have to be super dedicated in what you're doing, and you have to enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy anatomy and all that stuff. But anyway, it's a lot of schooling. A lot of schooling you have to go through and then pay off in the end. And I've just been rethinking it. That's really caused my mental state to decline. I have depression and anxiety. I've had it for a while. It's just been, I guess you could say it's been activated higher, at a higher level because of my uncertainty anyway. So I am by no means trying to say that this is how everybody experiences it. I am just sharing my own experience of having depression and anxiety. So I don't want to offend anybody while telling my story. I am just simply telling my story, not the world's story. They work hand in hand. Oftentimes, if you have depression, you'll experience anxiety as well, or if you have anxiety, you'll experience depression. My anxiety is definitely stronger than my depression, I guess you could say. What happens is I get in a funk where I get nervous about everything, and that happened very quick because of my uncertainty about what I want to do. It makes me question everything, and then I get super nervous about everything, and I quit going to class, and then I start missing assignments. I start getting lower grades. My anxiety is always making me think about the people around me, how they're looking at me. And so that just causes me to stay in my room. Because I stay in my room all the time, that causes me to not go out to the dining halls and eat, because I'm afraid of people looking at me. And I could say that I don't feel like a normal college student. I don't feel like I should go out and act like one because of that. So that makes me anxious about going out in public. So that I stay in my room. I'll lay in bed, sleep through ungodly hours of the afternoon, not eat. I'll only leave the room to go to the bathroom if I have to, if I'm almost gonna pee myself, and it hurts. There were days where I didn't leave the room. There were times where I didn't leave the room for a couple weeks, and it was really bad, and that was part of my depression. I was isolating myself, and I wasn't motivated to get out of bed in some cases. I just couldn't find the energy to get out of bed because I felt so low at that point, and I didn't know what to do, and it was hard. Not having any friends is also really hard because then you don't have anybody to be like, hey, how are you doing? Or, hey, let's go out and do this. Let me specify no friends on campus. I have friends from high school that are super cool. I love you guys. Hiding myself in my room has just become a big part of this semester. And I'm sure at this point right now, a lot of you are thinking, well, what about your family? They'd be asking you how you're doing. They'd be worried about you, especially if you don't contact them. But I am a very empathetic person, if that's the right word to use. Another word would be people pleaser. I know that might sound bad, but it's true. I don't like to share my feelings because I feel like it's a burden. I oftentimes listen to other people's feelings, but I can't figure out how to share my own. I know that seems stupid, but it's true. That's how I am. I don't want people being like, well, just get over it. You gotta share your feelings. You gotta tell people how you're feeling. And it's not that easy. It's hard. That's part of my anxiety. It's hard to share my own feelings. And sometimes I don't even know how to share my feelings or how I'm feeling. I don't know. But yeah, getting help is equally as hard as getting out of bed. And that just means you're still going downhill. You're just going downhill in a car that doesn't have brakes. It seems super cheesy. But yeah. So basically that's just how it is for me when I'm going through depression and anxiety. I don't really want to talk that much more about it. I just wanted to give you a brief explanation as to how I work, as to how my mind works. I went home one weekend, and basically she just prescribed me a summer full of doing young and dumb things. And I feel like it's really going to help because I've also started getting worried about wasting my life. We want to do a bunch of stuff that we have never done before. So this YouTube channel is basically just documenting it. We're gonna be doing a whole bunch of stuff, like stuff that we can remember when we're 80 years old, when we are sitting on the porch and we're two grumpy little old ladies with 13 huskies. We're gonna talk about that one time that we jumped off a cliff into the water, or I don't know other fun stuff off the top of my mind. I don't do much. But anyways, yeah, that's basically how this is gonna go. We just want to have fun and we want to share it with you guys, and hopefully from my experience this will help other people. Just seeing how I am, if there's people out there that are suffering from depression and anxiety and they have the same issues as I do, hopefully they can watch this and, I don't know, hopefully I can inspire them. I just said hopefully a lot. I tend to repeat words a lot, I'm finding, by recording these videos. I'm learning a lot of new things.
Call me late to the game, whatever you want. I'm sure you've heard of them. But Sam and Colby, I fell in love with the why they made a YouTube channel. One of the first videos I watched of them was the why they made this. And I was like, and so I sent a link of one of their videos to Hayley. And Hayley was like,
those two dudes are really cool. You should go check them out. I'd love to meet them in person sometime. They're the reason why I'm doing this. Their whole intention is basically live now. I don't know, you just have to go check out their channels to see exactly what they're doing, because I'm bad at explaining things without thinking about it for a while. But I'm just really grateful because Andrea introduced them to me, and it's really helped me. I feel like it's steering me towards a solution.
This idea began to bubble up in my mind about I just had this huge idea, and so I literally ran out of my dorm at like 12 o'clock at night, and I was in my pajamas and I was like screaming at my phone while I was in my car, and I was just presenting this idea. And here's that clip right here. Hey guys, literally sitting in my car in the middle of a parking lot, my college parking lot, and it like rained, so that's why there's like speckles on my face. But when I get an idea, I have to go through with it. So this is my idea. So basically why we wanted to do this YouTube video was to get out of our comfort zones, and so we're gonna do a whole bunch of like exploration videos. We're gonna do a whole bunch of even just filming. For us is getting out of our comfort zone because we're both introverted extroverts, where around the right people we can be extroverts, but once you put us into a new group of people, we're like, hey, we don't know what we're doing. But yeah, and so that's one of the reasons why. Another reason is because you hear all of these YouTubers and they're like, oh, we're so big and we make so much money off of it, and so it's kind of like a social experiment. We're going to see how big we can get within this span of time. That's another reason why, is to just figure out, just because, like, why not? Another reason why is to see if we can make any money off of our YouTube channel. Me and Hayley, we were talking, we were like 90% of our lives is working and only 10% of our life is doing what we love. And why can't we make the 10% of our life doing what we love as our job and make that a full-time 100% doing what we love while working and all that jazz. And so that's what we're going to see, is if through getting a following, through seeing if we can make money, is to see if we can make it possible, you know? I think that's some of the reasons why. So that's our YouTube channel, that's our idea, that's what we plan to do. I hope you're just as excited as us. If you do follow our Twitter and Instagram, we posted May 28th, and as you know, it is not May 28th, it is May 11th. So this is not the big hype up video that we are doing. This is just getting you ready, just explaining what is happening, so you're not totally lost in the dark. So we did kind of spoil a secret. So share us with your friends. Don't forget to vote for our next video, the May 28th one. We will be doing a poll. We'll post something about it on our Twitter and Instagram when the poll will be up. I'm not quite sure when we'll put the poll up, but yeah. So don't forget to subscribe so you can be a part of our team. Yeah, so until next time, bye guys. And on we'll go.
Shawn Mendes recently tweeted, okay.
Maybe I'm just being overdramatic.
So, I'm sorry.
I think I got it. You can hit the subscribe button to make sure you can see every video that we post from now and now on for, I don't even know how you say that phrase, whatever. I'm just not even gonna say it.
I know I said that I don't talk to people very well, so the reason why it seems like I would talk to people well, but when you watch these videos, if you say that, it's because I'm not actually talking to somebody, I'm just talking to a camera. Exactly. I just blurted out. I'm done. Okay. Thank you guys, and please enjoy this YouTube channel. Hopefully we can make it successful.